Jeff with Mr. Hardwater. Today we're working on a very big window, and it's probably about 8 feet across and 7 feet high, something like that. And so I'm at the top third of the window now, so I'm standing on a ladder, got my polishing tool, and I just got to go from about here all the way up to about here, maybe a little higher, and then we'll be done. So what's unusual about this window is that the hardwater stains are pretty hard and stuck on the glass even at this height. Usually it's a lot lower to the ground, so these sprinklers must have been really out of control. So unfortunately we got to really do some polishing here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our Mr. Hardwater powder and a steel wool pad to polish this window, the first stage, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and polish it again with our liquid glass polish and another steel wool pad, and that's going to remove any kind of issues that the first polishing pass may have had on the glass. So with these kind of windows, I always like to finish it off with a liquid glass polish, and that way I'm confident that the window's in really good shape after I leave. So I got my tool belt off, give me a little bit more stability here. I've got my pad on the polisher, and now what I can do is kind of paste up some of our powder. I can put some of our powder on the glass, and I'm going to do this square here. This seems to be like the worst part of it right here. Maybe I might have to move the camera. So we get this area right here. I'll move the camera, and hopefully we can finish this thing off. I might use the liquid on that. Up there. Alrighty, just about done. Alright, here we go. Hi, Jeff here with Mr. Hardwater. I've been working on a really large window, and this is one of those cases where you actually have to get up on a ladder to finish the top third of the window. So I think we've got about 8 feet across, another 8 or 9 feet up here. So I think I've done the bottom 6 feet, and I've got a couple more feet to go. So what I've done is it's the same process. I'm up on a ladder, a small step ladder, and I feel pretty stable here. I'm going to put our powder on the glass. Put some on here, and I'm going to polish this section with our Mr. Hardwater powder and a steel wool pad. And then after I polish this, I'm going to go light on this, and then after I polish this and it looks really good, got all the stains off, I'm going to go back over this entire piece of glass, and I'm going to use our liquid glass polish and one of our nylon polishing pads. And what that's going to do for me is that's going to remove any of the light swirl marks or hazing or anything that's been caused by the first polishing pass. And so it's just a preventative caution for me to do that, and it just makes the glass look really, really good. But in these kind of windows, when the hardwater is this bad, you basically have to step it up and do 2 different polishing passes. And so let's get started on this. I'm going to wet this down, and let's see if we can make some progress on this hard water. So I'll kind of move this around a little bit, as you can and here we go. I'm going to kind of mark out a big square, and then I'm going to kind of work within that square. I've got my water here, so I want to keep it kind of wet. Here we go. Here we go. So now I can just get this going. Yeah, this is coming off pretty easily. I'm not pushing very hard. I'm just letting the powder do the work and the tool. I want to keep this water bottle handy. Keep this wet. Get the water from here. There we go. So if you wonder where we're working today, I'm in Rancho Mirage, California, and it's December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day, and it's about 75 to 80 degrees. This is our season. So on these polishing passes, I'm actually twisting the base of the polisher a little bit to give me a little bit of a bite. And I'm using my right arm to stable the polisher. I think we're going to be in good shape. Let's stretch it out a little bit. There you go. All right, I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. Feels really smooth to me, and I think we're going to get all the hard water off, and then we can go back over it one more pass with the liquid glass polish, and I think we'll be okay on this one. And this has been a really enjoyable job because it's nice and cool. I can see a little bit of residual hard water there. There we go, yeah, there's a little bit left. So what we need to do now, I'm just going to basically re-wet this a little bit. Try to kind of go over it one more time. It's mostly right in here that we got the problem. Let's see how this does. You know, it really helps to twist this polisher, get a little bite into it. Alright. We're getting down to glass now. You can see the effects of polishing. Like it. A little bit more right here in the middle. Quite a bit right there. So I think this is our worst spot right here. Let's just give it a little lubrication. The nice thing about spraying with the water is that you can just make the most out of the powder that's already on the glass and on the pad. So I want to kind of get this thing finished. Okay, so I just finished polishing off this upper area here, and so I'm going to just rinse this down to see how well we did and what's left. Let me just kind of run a squeegee over here just to get a quick, just to get that water off. So it turned out pretty good. Needs a bit more polish. All the hard water's off, and now we need to go over it with the liquid glass polish just to finish this piece of glass off. And I think we'll be in great shape. So let's do that now, and then we'll be one step closer to being done. All right, here we go.